So one day to go for Empuraan. Anyone else excited? Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And as a video ritual, remember to like and comment on the video. Liking and commenting helps fuel the YouTube algorithm. And the build up for Empuraan is real in Kerala, so to say. Now, where I am seated in Mumbai, the hype isn't as much high, but for cinephiles like me, it is still a big film, and I am really looking forward to Empuraan. And just as a build up, the blast from the past that I have chosen today is Lucifer. Now, Lucifer is a film that I have already watched earlier. I had watched it like say what 3 years ago. I think that time it was around the preparation of its Telugu remake, which was Godfather. The video of that I've already made on this channel, a comparative analysis between Godfather and Lucifer. But just as a build up to Empuraan, I thought that this is the time to revisit the film and be prepared for Empuraan, which is releasing tomorrow, which is Thursday, 27th of March 2025. Now there are a couple of things that I need to convey in this video about why Lucifer worked the way it did. The reason for that was that at its heart, at its core, it is still a political drama. It is still a political drama. It is not a mass masala entertainer. The mass masala entertainer is only used as a vehicle in Lucifer, which is why Lucifer actually works. This was completely the opposite case for Godfather. The Telugu remake, why it did not work? Because it was a mass masala film with a little bit of politics in it. For Lucifer, that was not the case, and you get that in that opening sequence itself, when there is a little build up about who Abraham, an unknown character, is, and still immediately there is no introduction. Like if you see in a film like Pushpa 2, there was an immediate introduction to cater to the front benches or cater to the audience who had come in anticipating an Allu Arjun. Here there is considerable build up. I think the entry of Mohanlal is, I think, only half an hour or say 40 minutes into the film. So there is a considerable build up, considerable focus on the world building that is there. The setup is definitely political, with the center of the current chief minister, who actually is taken to the hospital, and then there was a little twist and turns here where there were many contenders to the throne. Now what I liked about it was that the narrative here was layered as well. One thing it is to have a build up, but you need to have a layered narrative to understand the dynamics between the characters that are there. The characters in Lucifer were very, very impressive because every character was grey. There was no real white character apart. I can just give a little example. Apart from the character of Jitin, played by Tovino Thomas, which I'll get to in a minute, also for Empuraan, the character in Lucifer, all the characters in Lucifer were very grey, and I think that added to the texture of the the story, or the fabric of the storytelling, as you would say. When you are introduced to the character of Mohanlal, which is Stephen, aka Abraham, aka Lucifer, it's almost like an allegory for the world that is there. Here the world setting is in the state of Kerala, which almost equates it like hell. And to protect that hell, you would ideally have a devil, so to say. So Lucifer is another name for the devil itself. But here the character is dual. The characteristics are dual. You get to know that he has also done a lot of constructive work in lesser developed countries like Afghanistan and Iran, which is there. But at the same time, you see drug peddling that he is a part of, from Dubai to the state of Kerala. So this is like a modern Robin Hood kind of a setup, wherein for some he's the Lucifer, he's the devil, but for the others he's the protector. Now it depends on which angle are you looking at, or more specifically which characters are at which side of the spectrum, so to say. And with regards to that, the character of Lucifer absolutely kills it. With Mohanlal at the center of it, yes, there are some standard twists and turns. Tonally, a little, when you get into a film like Lucifer, it is also a mass masala entertainer. It's a vehicle, so to say. So when you get that slightly over the top action sequences which are there, you have to take it in your stride and not question the logic for that, because at the end of the day, as I said, it's a balance between both. But at the heart of it, I had said it was a political drama, and that political drama is directly equated with the dynamics between the characters which keep on shifting here, be it the character of Bobby, which is played by Vivek Oberoi, or some of the other characters like Sai Kumar. There are a few other characters as well. So the dynamics are completely keeping on shifting, which is what fuels the narrative in Lucifer, which is there. And at the end of it, when the picture gets clear, I did feel that Lucifer slightly got into a more simplistic mood at the end, and I think that was that one complaint that I had in the the ending or the final act of Lucifer, so to say, which was completely a mass masala entertainer. But the political angle of it, the cerebral side of things, which was really well done in the first two acts. The third act, slightly compromises on that for a star, vehicle, so to say. So catering to the star right at the end. I think that was the little complaint that I had as far as Lucifer is concerned. But it still made for a very, very compelling watch, a very different watch, which came from the Malayalam film industry. Likewise, the performances by Mohanlal, by Prithviraj in that spectacular cameo. I mean, who could forget Prithviraj in that cameo as well. Very well directed also, by the way, by Prithviraj. But that cameo was superb. And it was almost diabolically opposite to the laughable cameo that Bhai had in Godfather. And Bhai is coming up with another film. So hopefully that works for it, but it did not work in the Godfather. Anyway, without pulling anyone down, the other performances also. I think Tovino Thomas was spectacular. Very sincere, very dignified with his approach. Manju Warrior also was spectacular. Sai Kumar, even Vivek Oberoi. I think Vivek Oberoi, not much credit is being given to that man. He definitely was a wonderful addition to Lucifer. He's not going to be there in Empuraan, but definitely in Lucifer he was there. Which it's just like a little refresher course that I am prepared with as far as Empuraan is concerned. Which brings me to my second point, that what do you expect from Empuraan when you step into the theatre? Firstly, it's going to have a bumper opening in Kerala. From few friends that I have heard from Kerala, the tickets are absolutely evaporating in minutes, and there are extra shows that are being added, by the way. So that is that. But outside Kerala is how the film is, about to, shape. I think the buzz is not as high as that is in the state of Kerala. I must admit that. But if the North Indians, so to say, I'm not dividing it into any North India, South India kind of a debate. That's not the purpose of it. But just for the explanatory purpose, the people from up north, still haven't really warmed up to a Malayalam film as they have warmed up to some of the other Hindi dub films. And I'm talking of only Hindi dub films, not the OTT watches, which have been spectacular, by the way. On OTT there's been spectacular, but the Hindi watches and Hindi theatrical watches, let me add another word, Hindi theatrical watches has been a little low as far as the Malayalam films are concerned, which means that the Malayalam film penetration has been a little low. Now, this may or may not change with Empuraan. It depends on how the film, caters with its word of mouth. Hopefully, it's a very big film, and that's why my anticipation also towards the film is very, very high. Everyone benefits, let's face it. If the film is really good, if it's spectacular, everybody is going to benefit it, right from the top, which by means of the producers, actors, technicians, even us YouTubers, everybody is going to benefit from that. If it's not, then somewhere there's going to be a little bit of a break. But hopefully, if it's too late to judge, because the film is already must be ready and the prints must have been scattered already. But I just hope that they've taken care of the political angle of it, which was the soul of the first film. The soul of the first film was a political drama laced or almost veiled as a mass masala entertainer. It should not be the other way around. And because the scales are higher, and this is also, by the way, a part of a trilogy, so there are many things that needs to go right in the favor of Empuraan for it to work outside the state of Kerala. In Kerala, the film is going to have a bumper opening, and what's going to be special is going to be the return of Mohanlal, the actor, and I have no doubt about it. Not that he's gone anywhere. His performances have always been great, even in films that haven't worked. But the latter part, the films that haven't worked, has been a big talking point in the difference between a Mammootty film and a Mohanlal film lately. And I'm saying lately because I think Mohanlal is a blessed actor. I have been watching some of his films from 1980s and 90s, even early 2000s. I think he's such a gifted actor. I think the amount of range that he has is absolutely incredible. And I'm not just saying it just as a butter up for what the audiences want to hear. I truly believe that he's done something like a Kiridam. He's also done something totally comedy like a Boing, and he's also done something like a Tanmatra. These are three different kind of roles, so to say, and I think he's such a spectacular actor, which actually makes all of us, there's a misnomer, so to say, that Mammootty fans don't want Mohanlal to get a hit. No, that's not the case. Everyone wants Mohanlal to come back stronger, because the kind of actor that he is, and the kind of acting performances that he's going to bring to the fore. It's just a matter of time, when the acting would almost sync with the quality of the product, and that's when the quality of the product, if it's absolutely stunning, like say in Lucifer, it's still it's then going to convert into footfalls. There was a little spark with Nera, which was there, but then 2024, I liked him, by the way, in Malai Kotai Waliban also, but it's an unpopular opinion. But the film after that, Barrows, was a disaster. There's no other way to say it. But Empuraan might just change everything, and I think the main USP of Empuraan has to be Mohanlal, and it just reflects in his the promotions that are going on. They had a trailer release here in Mumbai as well, of all places, so I think there was a lot that is running on the film as well. It's a heavy film. You do not really associate Malayalam films to be this huge and this budget. They are normally very tight knit budgets, so this is a speciality. This is an event that all of us need to come together and support, at least the opening that is there. And hopefully the film would then stay true to its merit. That looks promising, as I had also reviewed it, the trailer that was there. I had already reviewed the film trailer, and I had actually quite liked it. It was quite interesting, as a worthy follow-up to Lucifer, I must say. And I can't wait for the the end credits as well, which would almost set things up for the third part. There's a lot riding on it. Let's make no mistake about it. It's a 3-hour extravaganza that I am looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And hopefully, the film delivers on its promise. It's a huge film, and that's also a little worrying for me, because previous huge films like King of Kotha or some of the other, so to say, pan-India Malayalam films did not meet its fate as it should have. So that's a little worrying sign, but I really hope things change, and I really hope the Malayalam films are able to penetrate into the north of India, especially with the theatrical release, because the moment audience start lapping up these films, they'll know that there's a plethora, almost a plethora or a Pandora's box that is awaiting in terms of the content. Because the moment audience start receiving these films, you never know, the Malayalam film industry may just about, it may kickstart something like, say, a Marco did, it almost had a 12 crore run as far as the Hindi belt is concerned. The Hindi version of Marco was almost 12 crores, which is a huge achievement given the film had no buzz. And just imagine, the amount of, films that, would come out, even the smaller ones, for the lack of a better word, would actually get dubbed in Hindi and, penetrate into the market, unlocking new markets, so to say. And so a lot, I cannot emphasize that, a lot is riding on Empuraan here. Let's see whether it paves the way, because, there have been couple of other trailers that have also dropped, one a Mohanlal film, one a Khalid Rahman film, and one a Mammootty film. These all three, trailers, are, I think the Mammootty one will come out by the time the video is out, but all three of them have, created a buzz, Mammootty with the poster and the other with the trailers that are there. So there's quite a lot looking forward to after a not so good start, I would say, for the Malayalam film industry in the first quarter. I'll make another video on that as well. But all eyes on Empuraan, which is coming out tomorrow. And a little recap for me as far as Lucifer is concerned. In my blast from the past section, I just combined the two, topics in this video. So I hope you like the video and let me know your excitement for Empuraan, your thoughts maybe on Lucifer. If you would like to share anything is welcome in the comment section. It's a huge, event even for this channel, for the in terms of the opportunity to grow. I will not lie, and it all depends on the success of Empuraan. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. A little prayer as I go to bed, and I'm just trusting my Digi family. Let's grow this family. You can share this video with your friends and family. Remember to like and comment on the video. Liking and commenting helps fuel the YouTube algorithm, and it's because it's been a lull period. The videos have been kind of a little not so regular, so to say, but my site is in full throttle, so I have put up all the latest reviews on my site across languages. You can read it in your language as well. So if you're a Malayalam speaking audience, you can read the review in Malayalam as well on my site. There's a translate into option, the link of which is in the description box below. You can follow me on different social media platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site and on my social media handles, I would say. So it's Empuraan tomorrow. Hopefully I get to see it tomorrow itself. If that is the case, video will come out tomorrow, or else maybe a day, I don't know. Fingers crossed. As I said, it's a huge event for the channel as well. So little prayer as I go to bed. Thank you so much for all the love, that you've already showered on me, and hoping that Empuraan is a huge hit and a milestone as far as the Kerala box office is concerned, as far as the Indian box office is concerned. Fingers crossed, everyone. See you tomorrow. Take care.